What's up, guys? UFOs, aliens, extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them, they exist. And we have proof from both the FBI and the CIA. We have documents from the FBI stating they exist. We have quotes from the CIA. And we have testimony from 6 different astronauts. First, we're going to do a little background on it, and then we're going to give you the files from the FBI, the quotes from the CIA, the testimony from the astronauts. So get ready and stay tuned. This is Disclosure. Alright, now we're going to look at an official document from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is the FBI's government website. The FBI of the United States of America. I'll put the source through a link in the video description. When you click it, go to page 22 and you'll find this here. It reads, "A very serious situation may develop at any time in regards to flying saucers. If one of these should be attacked, the attacking plane will almost certainly be destroyed. In the public mind, this might create panic and international suspicion. The principal data concerning these craft are now at the hands and must be offered, no matter how fantastical it may seem to minds not previously instructed in thinking of this type." Alright, so at this point, this is full on disclosure. Get ready for the good stuff, guys. Strap in. Here's a checklist numbered 1 through 9. Number 1, part of the disc carry crews. Others are under remote control. Number 2, their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling on this plane. Notice they say plane and not planet. Number 3, these visitors are human-like but much larger in size. Number 4, they are not excarnate Earth people but come from their own world. Number 5, they do not come from any planet as we use the word, but from an ortheo planet which interpenetrates with our own and is not perceptible to us. So it kind of sounds like another plane of existence. How do they say that? Another dimension, maybe? Number 6, the bodies of the visitors and the craft also automatically materialize on entering the vibratory rate of our own dense matter. Number 7, the discs possess a type of radiant energy or ray which will easily disintegrate any attacking ship. They re-enter the etheric at will and simply disappear from our vision without trace. Number 8, the region from which they come is not the astral plane, but corresponds with the locus or talus. Students of astro matters will understand these terms. Number 9, they probably cannot be reached by radio, but probably can by radar, if a signal system can be devised for that apparatus. Alright, guys, this is straight from the vaults of the FBI. That is called Disclosure. We got astronauts, NASA officials, CIA officials, Army officials, and Air Force officials coming forward stating what they know. Colonel Gordon Cooper from the Mercury and Gemini missions, an astronaut himself, stated this. This is a direct quote. "I believe that extraterrestrial vehicles and their crews are visiting this planet from other planets which obviously are a little more technically advanced than we are here on Earth." Here's another testimony from an astronaut, this time Captain Edgar Mitchell of Apollo 14. Here's his direct quote. "I happen to be privileged enough to be in on the fact that we have been visited on this planet and the UFO phenomenon is real. It has been covered up by governments for quite some time now." When astronaut Eugene Cernan from the Apollo 17 mission was asked about UFOs, he stated, in quote, "I've been asked and I've said publicly I thought they were somebody else, some other civilization." Here's a direct quote from astronaut Katie Coleman. "Mission control, we have a UFO pacing our position. Request instructions." Here's another direct quote, this time from astronaut Dr. Brian O'Leary. "For nearly 50 years, the secrecy apparatus within the United States government has kept from the public UFO and alien contact information. We have contact with alien cultures. When asked if he believed in aliens, Charles J. Kamada, NASA astronaut, said this. Here's a direct quote. "In my official status, I cannot comment on ET contact. However, personally, I can assure you we are not alone." Admiral Roscoe Hillenkoetter, the first director of the CIA, he was director from 1947 to 1950, has a few quotes. Here's the first one, directly from the CIA. "Unknown objects are operating under intelligent control. It is imperative that we learn where UFOs come from and what their purpose is." Here is his second quote, direct from the CIA. "Behind the scenes, high-ranking Air Force officers are soberly concerned about the UFOs. But through official secrecy and ridicule, many citizens are led to believe that unknown flying objects are nonsense." One last official quote from the CIA, from Admiral Roscoe Hillenkoetter, director of the CIA. Here's the quote. "Of course UFOs are real, and they are interplanetary. The cumulative evidence for the existence of UFOs is quite overwhelming, and I accept the fact of their existence." Alright guys, there you have it. I've given you evidence directly from the FBI, the CIA, 6 different astronauts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you could share this video on social media, we got to get this out there. Give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me, and that would be a clear sign that I need to keep this content coming, because this is just the tip of it. There's all sorts of proof out there, and anybody that puts some effort into finding it can easily find it. Alien life exists in our universe. With countless stars in our ever-expanding universe, scientists have acknowledged that over 50% of stars have orbiting planets of their own. When looking at our own Milky Way through the Hubble telescope, it's been estimated there are over 1 trillion planets. Here on Earth, the key ingredient of life is water. Of the few planets and moons mankind has explored in our local solar system, the existence of water was found underneath the surface of Mars and Europa. This is very promising. Life is found on every corner of the Earth, from melting hot hydrothermic vents to the cold, dark depths of our oceans. Tardigrades, for example, can survive being boiled in alcohol even after being frozen in a freezer for 30 years and being defrosted. Tardigrades have also been subjected to radiation and space travel. When it all comes down to it, the tardigrade survives. One even asked if he could do it again. But honestly, all joking aside, life can survive and adapt all kinds of extreme conditions. There's no doubt the universe is teeming with life.